Hey guys, welcome back to Paddy Plays Shannara, or Shannara, one or the other.
In troubled dreams.
So, last time we were playing this, we lost Shella. She's dead, sadly, and now basically we're kidnapped. So we gotta get our way out of here, I suppose. Kidnapped by gnomes, no less. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Can't see anything. Boot. Heel of my right boot seems to be loose. Touch the boot, it feels exactly as I expected it. Test the length of stout rope that binds you and realize you don't have the strength to break it. Boot heel. Soft leather feels good against your hand, that's a bit weird. Boot heel. Heel is definitely loose. Alright, so if we push this, so you push against the boot heel, it pulls away from your boot, exposing the sharp hobnails that held it in place. Cut the rope, the boot heel. Cool, so by rubbing the ropes on your wrists against the nail, you are slowly able to cut the bindings. And now that our hands are free, we can remove the blindfold from our face and untie the ropes from our legs. So we have the boot heel, which is sharp. I guess we can kind of use that. And there's a blindfold, which is basically a strip of old tent canvas. Looks like there's a guard there. Judging from the shadows, the noon guards are shorter than me, but they're also probably better armed, and they have me outnumbered. Can I take this rope? Yes, I can take the rope. Cool. It's a crude rope made from twisted pieces of older ropes braided together. Have a sip of my Citra, Ocamel Citra. It's fucking great. Metal bound chest. It's too well constructed to be built by gnomes, and they must have found it somewhere else. Can we open it? Can't open it, it's locked. Chamber pot. Ugh. Smelly chamber pot. There's a fucking hat there. It's a battered and filthy trophy from some traveler. Can we take that? Okay. Empty barrel. Nothing in the chest. Open that. We break it. No, we can't get into it. Okay. It's a four-sided tent made of hemp. But I reckon we can cut a way out of here. Yeah, there we go. Safe for exits, so let's try this. So we are somewhere inside the gnome camp, and on my right is the tent from which I just escaped. To the left is another tent, this one with light flickering inside, and directly in front is a heavy-looking metal hatch. Guards in the distance don't seem to have spotted me yet. Can't help but wonder what Shella would do if she was still by my side. I guess I'm gonna cut into this tent. Yeah. And let's have a look in here. I'm not gonna walk this way because I suspect I'll just get caught by somebody. You almost stumble as you approach the tent, so you pause to replace the heel in your boot before you proceed further. As my eyes slowly adjust to the poorly lit tent, I see a figure lying on a cot in front of me. A dagger lies on a small table, and other paraphernalia is scattered around the rest of the tent. So let's be very careful here. It's the gnome shaman. Spiritual and military leader of the gnomes. At the moment he's fast asleep. He's wearing the magical torque that we need to complete our quest. So we need to get that torque and escape this tent without alerting the guards. Should we take the dagger? Yeah, we got the dagger. It's a ritual dagger. It's sharp, thin, the work of a fine craftsman. The blade is heavily encrusted with rust-colored stains, which appear to be dried blood. Okay. He's got tools for magic. So that's a monster skull. There's a guard shadow as well, so we have to be very quiet. Alright, so maybe if we... what's best to do here? I've got rope which I can tie him up with, and then there's a blindfold which presumably we can gag him with. But if I tie him up, he can yell. If I gag him, he can struggle. I guess I'm gonna save the game. I suspect struggling is less bad. Let's have a look at this magic torque. I guess he can't use that if he can't speak. So let's gag him. The moment you touch the shaman, his eyes pop open and he begins to struggle. So we swiftly tie the blindfold around his mouth, gagging him, and whisper to him not to make any sounds or sudden moves. So he settles back and scowls fiercely. But we notice his hand starting to steal towards the torque. Shaman struggles, and he manages to get his hand on the torque, blasting with a spell that causes instant death. Shit. Fucking hell. Maybe you have to tie him first. Tiptoe towards the shaman, and he stirs in his sleep. Suddenly it occurs that if I try to tie him up, he might call for the guards. So I guess you have to gag him first. There we go. Take the torque. Before he can use the power of the torque to kill me, I get it off him. Alright, let's tie his ass up. There we go, that's how you do it. Definitely wrap the rope around the shaman and knot it several times in back, pinning his arms to his body and immobilizing him for the nonce. Did they mean to say that? Attached to the back of his tunic is a keyring, which we decided to take with us. Great. Should we talk to him for shits and giggles? He's not happy about that. Attack the shaman with the ritual dagger. Is that a bit cool? There's no purpose nor honor in killing him in cold blood. Well, okay, I guess. Alright, let's get out of here. So, chest is everyone's equipment. And too heavy. So we can open this one as well. Open that. And that's all my equipment. Okay. Get a grip together. So there's helmet still. Don't know what that's for. So I got weapons though, so I have options. Okay, I guess let's see if we can get into this hatch. Metal base plate emerges from the sand here, covered by a solid iron lid. It's hinged on one side, but there is a hole in the base plate. It looks like it might operate the lid. Okay, how do we get that open then? I don't know where we're going to get a hole from. I mean, that thing to go in there. It's square and narrow, and part of it seems to shift slightly. No. No good. Alright, let's go back in this tent, see if there's anything we've missed.
Give torque, human, or I call guards.
Oh dear. The shaman's murdered because Geeka's a chode. Shaman is no prettier dead than he was alive. His bloodless face is now more hideous than ever. Talk to Geeka. Why the fuck did you kill the shaman?
Geeka now new shaman. You give torque, Geeka be powerful shaman.
I'll give you the talk if you help me first.
Give torque first, then Geeka help.
No. We need your help to stop Brona from destroying everything.
Geeka not stupid. Geeka not fight Warlock Lord. Warlock Lord very powerful.
That might be true. But Geeka can be very powerful too if you help us.
What do you mean? Geeka already very powerful.
I know something that will give you more power than the talk.
Torque, powerful magic. How can be so?
I know where the helm of command is, Geeka.
You know? Tell me where.
It's in the Hall of Kings. And that's exactly where we're going, Geeka.
Take me with you. Geeka find helm of command.
Alright, so we tell Geeka that we will agree to take him with us to the Hall of Kings if he helps us and our friends escape.
You give Geeka torque. Geeka give you way to open pit.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You can have it if you help us.
Geeka call guards. Guards take prisoner. Geeka get torque.
Why do you want to be so powerful, Geeka?
No one tell Geeka what to do. Geeka tell others what to do.
You can open the pit and we'll take you to the Helm of Command.
Helm of Command way better than old torque. Geeka go!
You have to approach this diplomatically because he's definitely a volatile companion.
You hurry, or guards come soon.
Oh, he actually has the handle. Alright, let's put that in there.
Gika open pit. You go away with prisoners. Then you give torque to Gika. Is there?
I guess.
Soon Gika be very powerful.
Okay, before we do that though... we need to take this with us. I thought like all of everyone's equipment was in there. Never mind. So looks like everyone's in here chaining the walls. And we need to get everyone's equipment first. Unlock. Now the chest is empty. This one's not empty. Too heavy for me to lift though. Tie the rope to the chest. Oh, make too much noise. Then fucking how? I'll tell you what, I do enjoy adventure games. I'm gonna have to play some more of these. I'm not sure what I'll play after I finish Shannara, because it's gonna be a while before I can start the new Zelda, which I'm very eager to play. Oh, he's got a dagger. Ika's got a dagger. Ika, take the chest. He grinds his teeth in frustration at all the work we're giving him. And he grudgingly takes one end of the chest and takes the other. And the two of us make it out of the tent and drop it by the middle hatch. There we go, wrap it round. Give the gnome count. Rope. Take the rope. Tie the rope to the middle band chest. Ika shakes his head. He's wrestled it this far and would help him move. Help move it into either of the tents, okay. Can we... take the rope. Tie... Why have I got the rope? Put the chest in the pit. Ah, here we go. Grunting and sweating, Geeker and me move the chest and lift the middle hatch. Lean against the pull of the rope. You tip the chest into the pit. Oh. Let's go in. As soon as your head disappears into the pit, Geeker gleefully calls out to the gnome's guards.
Look out!
Oh, you fucker, Geeker. Unbelievable. Where's the little gotchas like this? Okay.
Give torque.
Right, let's talk this chariot into
Give torque.
helping us again.
Gnomes are Brona's friends. What do you mean? You know. Take. You give. No. Helm of.
There we go. Alright. Have to be careful here. He is a fucking backstabber. Alright, Geeka.
Geeka open. Soon.
Geeka enter the pit. He gives us a nasty look and climbs feet first into the hole. Not fucking falling for that shit again. There we go. We climb down the ladder into the pit. It was obviously built a long time ago when mankind knew other, stranger ways. And we use the large key from the Shaman's Ring to unlock the comrade's chains and then look around the area. Oh, everyone's back. Using the shaman's keys, we unlock and open the chest. And my friends quickly reclaim the gear.
Friend Jack, it is good to see you again. We were afraid that you too were lost to us.
Is the gnome joining us?
Geeka go with prisoners. Geeka get torque.
So how do we escape here?
Guards come soon. Must go now.
Guards come.
Too late. Guards come. Kill prisoners. Geeka get torque.
We need to close the hatch.
Right, close the fucking hatch. Geeka decides to hold on to the handle.
Prisoner want to be trapped down here? Slow, bad death. Geeka not get torque. Better fast death by guards. Geeka get torque.
Do it, gnome.
Okay. Geeka do what dumb prisoners say.
Geeka climbs partway up the ladder and clings to it with one hand while he uses the other to pull the handle in the hole. Slowly the hatch lid high above us closes. Without the handle, the gnomes above have no way of opening the lid. Geeka drops off the ladder and sits on the ground to sulk at the way Brendel yelled at him. That's funny.
Now we trapped. Geeka not get torque.
That's right, you don't get the talk, you little fuckwit. Alright, let's talk, Brendel.
Need to find another way out.
Yeah, what do you think, Davio?
The guards cannot get us, but neither can we get away. Leader Jack, what are we going to do?
We'll figure something out, don't worry. Telsec will come up with something.
Find door.
See? Telsec's got the plan. He knows.
Now we trapped. Geeka not get torque.
You're never gonna get the fucking talk anyway, you little gobshite. Okay, there's... What is this? It's like a big fucking, construction site hatch. It's a wheel made out of metal. Never seen a door made entirely out of metal. Can't even imagine how it was put into place. It's thick as my hand and looks like one solid piece. There's a symbol. Different colored triangles. Because Shannara is actually based far into the future, and all of our modern technology is ancient and mysterious to them. Which is interesting, isn't it? That's why you get like that monster with the metal legs and stuff. Presumably it's like a futuristic mecha robot thing. Metal plate. The small metallic box is mounted to the wall. It is not very decorative, but whoever crafted it must be supremely talented. Every detail is precise and perfect. It can be opened. Can't seem to open it. Looks like we need a tool. So Brendel actually has a warhammer now. The hammer of power. The dwarvish magic fairly thrums within it. So everyone's got something magical. We prize it? Perhaps we should leave it going. Turn the wheel. No. There's a crate there, though. Never seen anything like it. Thin strands of metal. Something on the other side of it, though. Push it. But can Telsec do something with this? No. What if we chuck the hammer at it?
This should do the trick to open that grate. There.
Ah, Thor's hammer did the trick. Okay. Small square opening. So we can't stand on the chest. Can we get a rope up there somehow? Get in the green. And he's being a dick. Okay. Can you get into the green?
Too high for me to reach.
Blind shoulders.
Why don't you do it, Davio?
I fear that I am too large for that opening.
Great. Just great. What about the gnome?
Do you seriously believe we can trust Geeka?
All right, I'll do it. Guess there's no other choice. Tight fit, but I think I can climb in. Passage is blocked. Can't get through. Found something, though. Telsec, help me down.
Come down.
Here, Jack. It's yours, whatever it is.
Okay. A box. Odd-shaped colored cubes made from material we don't recognize. Seem to be relics of an ancient technology. Really? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Show it to Davio. Show it to Geeka.
Broken thing.
Broken thing.
It certainly appears as if something were missing from this device.
Wasn't made by dwarves, I know that much. Wasn't made by
Geeka want talk.
Of course you do. Filled with oddly shaped colored cubes. What can I do with it? Show it to the metal plate. What if I pour water on it? Show it to Brendel? No. Can I... What the hell do I do with this? Give it to Davio, maybe he knows. Alright, give that back to me. Why do I have the ritual dagger? I don't know what that's for. Maybe Telsec can turn this. What if Telsec uses the black Hyrax? So now can you turn this? No. Oh, open the plate. Okay, Telsec takes an odd-shaped piece of metal from the box and uses it to open the metal plate. Inside, he sees some thin panels with colored cubes mounted on them. Okay. So there's several thin panels that are made from green material. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I can... Right. So I guess we've sorted this out. Aha! It opens. Okay. The Telsec can open it. But he's strong. Cool. Now we can go. We step off into the darkness, guided only by the feeble light from the lantern. The dank tunnel twists and turns for what seems like miles. Other passages feed in from the sides, and we quickly become lost in a huge underground maze. The party stops occasionally to rest, and after a while we all lose track of time. Finally, we notice the tunnel ahead seems somewhat less gloomy. So quickening our pace, we lead the party forward. The tunnel floor begins to slope upwards, soon emerge into daylight before discovering we've left the gnome encampment far behind. We quickly take our bearings and strike off north towards the haze shorn from the Valley of Shale. And now, we come to an area of jagged rock formations. Ominous mists rise from the dark lake to the north.
Pleasant-looking place.
Does anyone know where we are now?
You are overlooking the Valley of Shale. Before you lies the Hadeshorn, whose very waters are grievous to the living. And beyond the ridge is the entrance to the Hall of Kings, now the realm of the Warlock Lord.
Al-Anon.
Welcome, all of you. You have been through much hardship, and yet the path before you is filled with greater danger than you have ever known.
Thought we killed you at the bridge.
That was the Warlock Lord's servant, disguised in my form. I was unable to warn you of the deception, and the loss of Shellali grieves me greatly. Moreover, the Shifter is still alive, and even now strives to return to his dark master. However, there is no time for mourning. I am the true Druid Al-Anon. Together, we will reforge the Sword of Shannara and destroy Brona. Come, all of you, we go to the shore of the Hadeshorn. There we will summon the Shade of Bremen to recreate the Sword of Shannara. Then we journey to the Hall of Kings to banish Brona from this world forever.
Rock and roll. And I've got a viewer. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing very well. I guess we're going to have a chat with Al-Anon, see what the next step is. I'm not even going to ask that. He's clearly the real one. How are we going to reforge the Sword of Shannara?
I will summon the Shade of Bremen, the arch-druid who first created the Sword of Shannara as a weapon against the Warlock Lord. With the combined magic of the wielders and their items of power, my spell and Bremen's ancient knowledge, we will restore the Sword of Shannara to its true form and power.
I like the sound of that. But why are we going to the Hall of Kings? I mean, that's pretty obvious, but I'll ask it anyway.
The Hall of Kings is a place of death. The Warlock Lord was summoned from death through the use of an arcane book known as the Ildach. There is much magic in the Hall of Kings. Ancient and foul magic from sacrifice and death. Brona can draw upon the power that surrounds him there, and will do everything he can to prevent you from facing him directly with the Sword of Shannara.
As a bit of background lore, I do know that the Ildach is precisely that which transformed him into this wraith-like creature he was, even before he was killed the first time. Who actually summoned him from death? I'm pretty sure it was Shifter.
From the auguries I have cast, I believe Brona was summoned by the one you know as the Shifter. He was once a gnome, before Brona began to change him into whatever forms suited his needs.
What have you learnt of the Ildach?
The Ildach is a book of incredible power and great evil. Centuries ago, a young, ambitious druid called Brona began to study the Ildach. With its dark knowledge, he became the Warlock Lord. There is much about the Ildach I do not yet know, but I begin to suspect it is a menace greater than Brona could ever be.
Yeah. Pretty much exactly as I said. What is the Hall of Kings?
The burial ground for a race of men that worshipped the gods of death. Many entered the caverns of the hall, but only the priests were permitted to leave. The rest were slain or left to serve their dead masters. The Hall of Kings is filled with the treasures of the ages, all of which are poisoned or trapped to assure the gods of death more sacrifices. It is a grim and evil place, this abode of the dead where Brona now reigns.
Bloody fuck. And how is Brona gonna stop us, Druid Alanon?
He is even now summoning his minions to his foul lair. The Hall of Kings is a deadly place, and Brona will use everything at his command to stop you.
Who was Bremen?
He was the leader of the Druids many years ago. At his bidding, the Sword of Shannara was created to confront the Warlock Lord. His spirit is yet bound to Earth, and exists in that shadowland known as the Hadeshorn.
Cool, alright. Should we go then?
Gika save prisoners. Gika get torque now.
Gnome, beware, for your greed will be your destruction. Take the torque, but see that you use it wisely. I will be watching you, and I too have powerful magic.
Oh. We follow Alanon down near the shore of the Hadeshorn, and with a gesture, he bids us all to stay as he walks up to the edge of the water. We can feel vague stirrings of magic deep below the dark waters. And thankfully, it's not that octopus creature from Lord of the Rings, which I think that never turned up in the movies that Peter Jackson did it? I remember it. It was in the cartoon movie they made back in the 70s, so... Anyway, I digress.
Bremen, hear me. I, Alanon, stand before you.
We can sense the magic hidden within the Hadeshorn rising from the murky depths.
I sense the sword bearer is now before me, as is the magic of the four lands. That which is broken shall be remade. The Sword of Shannara shall be restored. I summon the sword.
Oh, he doesn't even have to have me give it him. He just levitate that shit out of my pocket.
Magic of the Western Lands. Magic of the Arcane Elves. Magic of the Elfstones. Show forth your power. Magic of the Northern Lands. Magic of the mighty trolls. magic of the Black Iris, show forth your power. Magic of the Eastern Lands, magic of the stalwart dwarves, magic of the Hammer of Power. Show forth your power. Magic of the Southern Lands, magic of the Cunning Gnomes, magic of the Torque. Show forth your power. Magic of the ancient world, magic of the mystic druids, magic of Aladon. Show forth your power.
There we have it.
That which was broken has been made whole. The Sword of Shannara will challenge the Warlock Lord once more. Heed these words, Sword-bearer. The Sword of Shannara will sear your soul. Face yourself, or you will fall. Judge well, master and the pawn. Know your enemy over all.
Go now, Shade, to rest once more beneath the Hadeshorn.
Okay.
We too must rest now, before we face the dangers that await us in the Hall of Kings.
So that tidbit of information about know your enemy well is actually a clue of how to defeat the end boss. After some rest, Alanon leads us along steep mountain ridges and sheer cliffs. The way is treacherous, but at last we reach our destination, the entrance to the legendary Hall of Kings.
The Hall of Kings is a maze of tunnels and passages. Brona's minions will be throughout the caverns, and there will be many traps for the unwise or unwary. The Warlock Lord knows we are coming, and he will be prepared.
He's prepared a nice luncheon for us.
Jack, you must not draw the sword until you face Brona directly. At that time, like your father before you, you will be forced to face yourself and overcome your own weaknesses to wield the weapon. Unless you can win that battle, nothing can stop the Warlock Lord from destroying all life in the Four Lands.
Oh dear.
Look out!
Do not use your magic in this battle. You will need it for battles to come.
So everybody just fight, I guess. You know, it's always best to for everyone to just focus on the same person. He just used his fucking torque. What a douche. Anyway. He's got frickin' laser beams. I like how Brendel's now using the hammer. It's a nice touch.
That was only a minor skirmish as this war goes. Allow me to heal you.
Why does he have a sword?
Monsters come.
An army of monsters like the one at the Silver River is approaching from the ridge behind us.
Then I must stay here to hold them off. Go now, enter the Hall of Kings before the monsters trap you in combat. I know, Jack, that you will be able to find your way to face the Warlock Lord. Remember Bremen's words about judging your true enemy. Good luck to you all.
Okay, in we go.
They have entered the Hall of Kings, Master.
I know, fool! This time, you will not fail me. You must destroy Omsford, or you will die.
I understand, Master.
To aid you, I give you the crystal diadem. Use it wisely.
Thank you, Master.
Kill them, Shifter. Kill them all!
Oh dear. He's made him mean looking. Alright. Anyway, onwards. We move along the dark passages, trapped in a waking nightmare. Not knowing where to go, not wanting to face what awaits us. We sense we are being watched by unseen eyes. There is a strong pulse of magic in these halls, filling us with an aching desire to bind it. To use it in some way against the Warlock Lord.
Which way do we go now?
We hear a strangely familiar voice.
Your path lies through the center door.
I believe I hear movement behind the door on the right.
Bad things come soon. Left door.
No, we're going with the center door, I think. Best to follow the disembodied voice, right? That's what I always do when I don't know what to do. I just follow the strange voice speaking in my head. Go to McDonald's. Order fuck tons of food. I'm like, yes, voice. And sadly, that's why I'm a touch overweight. So maybe don't follow the voice in your head.
Need to do something about those other doors or the monsters will flank us.
Okay, let's push the statue. Telsec push the statue. Basically, if there's anything that needs heavy lifting, we just send poor Telsec to it. Telsec looks around the chamber to determine why you would want to use that, but then nods and invokes it. And does the heavy lifting. Good shit. Cool. So we travel down the passageways until the corridor opens up and ends with huge doors blocking our path.
There's something big behind that door.
Oh, that's not good.
So, I face you for the last time. Now, I will kill you all.
You are the shifter?
Yes, elf. This time, I will make certain you do not survive our meeting. There is no escape now. I am your doom.
He's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Where's the Doom guy when you need him? We could really use the Doom guy. You know, that pissed off angry guy from Doom. He'd fucking punch this guy in the face and kill him outright. But we're, as it stands, us, not so much. Okay, because... Elfstones, Brendel... Okay. Does Brendel's hammer not do anything cool? Telsec? No. Davio could use the Elfstones. Let's see how we do in a battle anyway. Okay, no. Right. Well, Helm of the magical torque didn't do a lot. The only thing that fucking hit him. I think we're gonna have to get Davio to just blast it.
This time, Shifter, you will not get away!
This time, Elf, you will truly die. This I swear.
What's an evil bastard? Right, let's hopefully take him out. Nice, there we go. Fuck you, Shifter. Oh.
What manner of magic was that?
I have healed my wounds, Elf. Now you are powerless, and I shall destroy you all!
I think, maybe we should run. Shella's murder is in front of you, and you will not let him escape from your fury.
No fight, ugly monster! Giga, give up! Giga, give up!
Ah, fuck you, Geeka.
I must use the elf stones again.
But it would kill you and blow up the elf stones?
If I do not, Jack Ohmsford, this battle is lost. There is no choice.
What if he just fucking heals himself again?
Davio!
Brave Elf.
Ah, fucking hell. We lost 2 people now. Alright, but there is this diadem thing. Reach for the diadem to pick it up and sense powerful magic within it. There's an exquisite pleasure of magic flowing through our body, healing and restoring us.
Feel good.
That sure helped.
Oh, do that again.
Poor Davio, man. He's gone. Right, is that it? That we don't bring that with us? I guess they got spent that time? Oh, damn. Alright. Well, he made that sacrifice, didn't he? So, we work our way through a long, deserted corridor until the way is blocked by a deep white chasm.
Quite a drop down there. Makes me dizzy being this close.
How we cross?
I don't know. Well, I'm depressed now. Davio was cool, wasn't he? It's a shame. Can you do some Thor shit with this hammer? He throws the magic hammer across the gap. It does strike squarely on the door. Might have left a small dent, but I can't really tell from here. Yeah. Let's talk to Telsec.
Make bridge.
Okay.
Need to find a way to cross this. Monsters will catch up with us soon.
Working on it, man.
Bad place. We go now?
Can you, maybe you could like laser beam, it. No, invoke the, really, okay. Why has he still got a handle? I wonder what that's good for. And I've got a box still as well. Can we use the fishing pole? No. All I can think of is try the hammer again. I don't know. Maybe we can go back.
Can't backtrack any farther. Monsters are coming.
What if we take the broken door? What if Telsec takes the broken door? What if Telsec uses the black Irex? No. You take the wood? Okay, Telsec. Can we tie the rope to the broken door? No. What if you hit the door with the hammer? No, okay. Dangles from a single hinge after Shifter's powerful attack. Can you not, like, take the door? Telsec's not strong enough, really. Oh, Telsec is strong enough. Good.
You expect me to cross that thing?
Must cross.
No, you stay here. Monsters come, eat you. We get away. Good plan.
I'm not getting eaten by monsters just to make Geeka happy. Lead on, Jack.
Gosh, Geeker is such an asshole. Right, let's go.
You coming, Telsec?
Telsec stay.
What?
Ah, don't be a hero, man. Fucking, he's basically Groot, isn't he? We don't want to lose Groot. Alright, we cross over the chasm on the makeshift bridge. Looking back, we see that Telsec has chosen to stay and be heroic and shit. Why, man?
Go on.
We can't go on without you.
Monsters come. Telsec stop.
Jack, tell Telsec to get over here before the monsters get here.
No, he picks up the door and pushes it in the chasm because that's a fucking great idea. Fuck's sake, man, really?
Go now. Telsec stop monsters.
Sadly, we watch Telsec go back through the door, eh? And then we leave the area with what little remaining companions we have left. We trudge silently onward along the dark passageways. Eventually, we pass through a door leading into a fabulous treasure room. Gold, jewels, and rare fabrics fill the room.
Much treasure. Giga rich.
Watch out for the traps.
Traps?
Oh, a large metal barred cage falls from the ceiling onto the three of us.
Traps. Now what?
Great. Fuck's sake, Geeky, you fucking asshole. Ah! Okay, let's have a look at this. There's the cage bar. Thick iron bars are welded tightly together to form the cage that has us trapped. Cage is extremely heavy and about 5 feet cube. Lucky we ducked down when it came down, otherwise head would have been smashed by the fall. Jeez. There's a knife over there. Dagger's golden hilt and gold inlay on its sheath hint at the weapon's value. And what is that? Helm of Command. Our eyes tingle when we look at this helm. It practically radiates magic. With its ornate designed and carved gem, it must be the gnomish Helm of Command. When you nudge Brendel and nod towards the helm, you can see that he agrees. Neither of us thinks that it's a great idea to point that out to Geeker just yet. Talk to Brendel. What do you think about this, Brendel?
Well-constructed cage. Weighs a ton.
How are we gonna get out of it?
If we could get that spear over there against the wall, we could lever this and maybe wedge something under the cage enough to squeeze out the bottom. Getting the spear is going to be the trick, though.
Right. What do you think we should do?
Besides strangling Geeka, you got me.
Not kill Giga. Giga good gnome.
I'm up for strangling Geeker. Are we really gonna ask his advice?
Got to get out. Much treasure here.
Can we trust you, Geeker?
Giga good gnome. Giga not kill friends.
I don't really believe that. How do you think we can get out?
You think of something, then get out.
Great help there, thank you. Beer. Brendel, can you get to it? He can't reach it. Okay, can we snag it? Can't reach it. What if can we cast the fishing line here? No, we cannot. The cage bar, can we push it? Rocks a little when we push it, but not strong enough to lift it by ourselves. What about you, Brendel, if we push together?
I think we can lift this enough that the gnome can get out. If he can get that spear, we can try to lever this cage up.
Yeah, I don't know how good this is as an idea, but okay.
Now what Geeka do?
Yeah, get the spear, man.
Pretty dangerous. Many traps. What you give me?
What the fuck, man? What's your step for traps, fucking Geeka?
Geeka not stupid. Geeka not get caught again.
Alright, help us get out of here, Chode.
You prisoners again. All the time prisoners. Geeka have torque. Geeka very powerful. Now Geeka need Helm of Command.
You can have it if you get us out of here.
How? You no have Helm. Maybe you see Helm. Yes! Is Helm of Command. Geeka become great leader. Geeka command everyone.
Oh. Oh. What the f... Okay. Well, that escalated quickly. The falling helm sets off yet another trap and appears to have opened a hole in the floor.
Bad way to die, even for a gnome.
Yeah. Alright, should we try and push this?
Could shove this thing a bit.
Alright, we've shoved the cage forward far enough the part of the hole is now under the cage. Ironically, the cage itself has protected us from the falling weights, swinging its sides and other traps that got set up in the process. That's quite funny. Alright, save the game. Let's go down this hole, I guess.
That's too far down. Don't want to break your neck after coming this far.
Alright. But we can, you know, tie the rope to the cage bar. There we go. Tie the rope to the crossbar and down for the hole in the floor. Doesn't quite reach the floor below, but it's probably close enough for us to jump the distance safely.
You expect me to climb down that?
Kinda do.
Well, you go first. And don't expect me to keep my eyes open.
Alright, we climb down the rope, jumping the last 8 feet to the floor below. Brendel is not used to climbing, however. He loses his grip halfway down and falls to the floor before we can help him. And... yeah, it sounds like he's hurt his arm. Trapdoor snaps shut behind Brendel and myself, taking the rope with it. We find ourselves at the base of an immense grim idol.
Now which way do we go?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a voice in my head.
Go through the idol's eye.
Huh. The huge head seems almost alive. Yard-wide eyes seem to stare hungrily. See how Brendel's doing. We need to go for the idol's eye.
Up there? You gotta be kidding.
How do you think we can open it?
Looks like it would break if you hit it hard enough.
What do you suggest?
I think we should find another way to get where we're going.
Ugh. Alright, let's save the game. We're very close to the end, I think. The chest. Innocent though it may appear, the bronze helmet is probably just as deadly as the one in the treasure chamber above. Horn here. Horn of plenty. Razor sharp claws of the idol stretch forth as if waiting to rend and kill. Yeah. I guess, we'll climb it.
You go ahead, Jack. I think my arm's broken. I'll stay here and keep the monsters off your back.
How the hell are you gonna do that with a broken arm? Alright, we climb up and examine the eye of the idol. Seems to be made of carved crystal, bedded in the statue. Don't see a way of prying it out or opening it up. Unless we attack it. It glances right off the crystalline eye. Need something more powerful. The dagger do it? No. Would the sword do it? No. What if we hit it with the box? I'm down. I guess the hammer of power might work.
If you say so.
There we go.
There you are. Monsters!
Oh, it's zombies again.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Let's keep going for the weakest.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
There we go. So we vanquish the monster, but it gets in one last powerful swipe at Brendel's hurt arm before it goes down. During further assaults, Brendel and me quickly close the doors and block them off with piles of treasure. Obviously, we don't want to touch anything poisoned, though. Alright, let's have one last word with Brendel. How are you doing?
Been better, but I'll live if the monsters don't eat me.
I think we already know the answer to this, but...
Sorry, Jack, but there's no way I can climb up there in the shape I'm in.
Well, you can grab onto me and we'll both climb.
You go up and I'll cover your trail. Come back for me later.
He's not really giving me any option.
Sorry to desert you this way. Take care, Jack. You take out Brona for us all. Farewell and good luck. You go ahead, Jack. I think my arm's broken. I'll stay here and keep the monsters off your back.
Yeah. I guess just us. Just the one person now. Then there was one. Alright, we climb up the statue and into the eye of the idol. Wave down at Brendel. Brendel smiles and waves his good arm in a gesture of farewell. We hope with all our heart that this is not the last sight of our friend and companion. We travel through this narrow cave passage, crawling most of the way, shivering from more than just cold. We are all alone. Last, come to a cold, dark chamber that seems strangely familiar, as if it were something once seen in a nightmare. Okay. I find myself trembling uncontrollably as we approach the enemy. This is the creature who has brought the world to the brink of destruction 4 times, slaughtered millions of beings in his merciless pursuit of power. This is the Warlock Lord Brona, the fire of death, destroyer of all. We feel a wave of terror freeze our soul as the voice of Brona fills my mind.
You dare to face me?
Although terror threatens to overwhelm you, somehow you find yourself slowly moving closer to Brona and the Dark Altar.
You are alone and helpless, mortal creature.
We hear another voice in our heads. Sense it is coming from the book in front of Brona.
Claim your inheritance of magic, Jack. Destroy Brona forever.
We continue to walk forwards. Now we can smell the fetid odor of death from Brona's wraith-like countenance.
If you will not bow, then you will be destroyed.
Magic washes over the body. Pain and terror threaten to overwhelm us. Voice cuts through our fear.
Destroy the Warlock Lord.
Let's save the game. So, here is the thing. You definitely don't want to attack Brona.
Die, mortal!
Brona's spell again tears through us like fire and ice through the soul. I didn't know. Alright, we better draw the sword. We take hold of the hilt of the Sword of Shannara. A surge of energy flows up our arms and fills our mind. Our thoughts swirl and darkness surrounds us.
Face yourself. Why did you seek the Sword of Shannara?
Because you literally told me to. Because you told me to fucking do it.
Do you always do what you are ordered to do?
Yes. It depends upon who gives the orders.
So, you will accept an order from a stranger you have never met, but not from your own father. Is that it?
He's twisting my words. I told the truth though. Alright, left or right? What do you think? Right. 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 Hey, Brendel. Hope this doesn't mean you kicked the bucket back there.
You left me to die, didn't you?
I literally offered to have you on my back whilst I climbed. Yeah, I didn't leave you to die. I'm gonna come back for you.
After you face Brona? Do you think you can defeat the Warlock Lord so easily? Face it, you've lost all your friends. You're alone.
So? I'm pretty badass. I like my chances. Alright. We go right again. Right. Tempting it is to go left. I don't think it makes a difference though. That's Telsec. Hey Telsec.
Many dead.
Many dead. Well, we saved more lives than we lost.
Too high.
Telsec's eyes tell you that the death of a friend is too high a price to pay for the lives of strangers. Well, it's not ideal, but you know, I don't think we could have done anything better. Try left this time. Oh, it's Davio.
Friend Jack, why did I have to die?
The shifter would have destroyed us if you hadn't used the Elfstones again.
I had the only weapon that would harm the shifter, just as you have the only weapon against the Warlock Lord. But if you use it against him, you will be as doomed as I. Can you not find a better way to end this madness?
I'll do my best, but you know. We go middle way. There seems to be a door at the end. It's just not appeared yet. Oh, this Shella. She's gonna be pretty brutal, I bet.
Why did you kill me, Jack?
I used the ritual of release to save your soul.
You damned my soul! You doomed me when you summoned Stenman. Then you killed me to erase the damage you'd caused.
That makes no sense. You're wrong. Sorry. Okay. Hopefully that's the last of the guilt chambers. The guilt tunnels, rather. Right. You gonna fucking kick me whilst I'm down as well?
Are you a leader, or just a follower of orders, Jack Omsford?
I never tried to be a leader. I was only doing what I had to do.
So, you do not accept the responsibility for the lives and deaths of your companions, or the actions they took on your behalf? Do not deny that you did lead them. Accept the fact that their fate was guided by your leadership, and now the fate of the Four Lands depends upon you still. Use your leadership skills wisely, and judge your foe carefully in this final encounter.
So it seems he's not even willing to let me, like, not take responsibility. He's like, no, you are the leader. Fuck you. I'll take the sword. Although you feel as though you have spent hours walking through the dark visions in your mind, no time seems to have passed here in the Hall of Kings. Feel revitalized, the Sword of Shannara vibrates in my hands like a living being.
Lay down the sword!
Jack, embrace your power, destroy the Warlock Lord, and become the most powerful of all!
Shut up, Ildatch. Alright. Here's the thing. If you do attack Brona with a sword, you lose the game, so don't do that. So what you do is you actually kill the book. And make it swirl and disappear. A maelstrom of magic swirls in a vortex around you and is drawn away to wherever the Ildatch vanished.
What is wrong? My magic! It is gone!
All gone.
I will not die again! I cannot die! I am dead!
Embarrassing yourself, Brona. Okay. I collapse. Something seems to be carrying me through a dark and disturbing nightmare. With the passing of dark magic from the Hall of Kings, we find ourselves curiously drained of energy. It feels as though a part of our soul is left with the evil book that was the source of Brona's magic. Fortunately, Brona's destruction is felt by all of his monstrous creatures, and they quickly desert the hall. Alanon finds us as we lie half-conscious beside the foul altar, and we remember little of the long journey that takes us back to Tirsus.
You look much better now, Jack. It is good to see you up again.
Thanks, Alanon. It's nice that you're not being a dick to me again. Right. What happened at the Hall of Kings when I attacked the book?
The Ildatch has gone, and with it all its magic within and without. Brona was only a figment, a feeble ghost. Without the magic of the Ildatch, he could not remain in this world. He faded from existence forever.
Why didn't you tell me that the real enemy was the book?
In the beginning, I did not know of the Ildatch. Even the Shade of Bremen was unaware at first of the book's influence. The Ildach was watching you from the moment you saw Brona in the mirror, and seeking to use you. Every act of magic you performed, every magical item you held, strengthened its power over you. It could read your very thoughts. If I had warned you that the Ildach was the true enemy, it would have known you could not be controlled, and would have destroyed you. You judged well the situation in the Hall of Kings, and before the Ildach could react, it was forced to flee.
Ildach fled. The book fled. The book is sentient. Sounds a bit like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? Like, the One Ring had the will and stuff, and it was like the powerful thing, but the book's actually like the end boss, it turned out. What's happened to it, though? Where's the fucking book gone?
Its flight required an incredible amount of power. It will not return to this world for a long time. But when it does, it will take more than the Sword of Shannara to destroy it entirely.
Be funny if, I don't know why this crossed in my head, but I just suddenly thought of Majora's Mask. Like, my brain's like, what if it was Majora's Mask? What if it came back and that was its new form? And then the events of that game are how it dies finally. But no, that's just silly fan fiction. Cool fan fiction, but silly fan fiction. And completely unrelated to the World of Shannara. What was wrong with me after the Ildach disappeared?
You were using magic from the beginning of this adventure, and it had become a part of you. When the Ildach vanished, it took all the magic that was within you. If you were not as strong as you are, the loss would have destroyed you. It took a great deal of my magic to help you recover. Your friends are coming now to witness the return of the Sword of Shannara to the Sword Vault, where it will remain as a symbol of freedom.
Ah.
Good to see you up and around. You looked pretty bad for a while.
How did you get away, Brendel?
I blocked the doors and set up some traps for them. I was fighting one and it screamed and disappeared. Next thing I know, Alanon comes through the door with Telsec, and we went the long way around to get to you. Thought you were dead when we found you.
Are you alright?
Right arm's a little stiff, but I'm fine.
Well, I like a happy-ish ending. What are you gonna do now, Brendel?
Going back to Cullhaven to take the hammer back where it belongs. Maybe I'll settle down there for a while.
I'm glad to see you.
Thought we wouldn't make it, huh? Wouldn't miss this for the world.
Dan, we become good friends, Brendel and I.
Good work.
How'd you manage to survive, Telsec?
Fight tough. Monsters are afraid.
He's modest. How many monsters did you manage to stop? All of them.
Many.
What are you gonna do now?
Go home.
Glad you came here.
Telsec. Happy.
Yappy. Cool.
Again, the Four Lands owe the Ormsford family a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid. I give you my thanks, and the gratitude of all the people of Tyrsis, for confronting the Warlock Lord and destroying him forever.
Have you had any more trouble in Tyrsis?
Not since you dispelled the barrier around the Sword Vault. That's what summoned the walking corpses.
Okay, what's happened since I've been gone?
I sent the Border Legion of Tyrsis to aid Lee and Shady Vale. Then I sent word to Eventide, and we prepared our armies to march on the Hall of Kings and bring the war to Brona directly. Fortunately, you succeeded in your mission, and our armies were unnecessary.
What's the word from the south?
Minion Lee is almost fully recovered from the effects of the poison. Lee was besieged soon after you left, but our Border Legion drove off the monsters. Shady Vale suffered damage, but there were few deaths, thanks to your father.
Thank you. Mr. What the fuck was his name again?
You are most welcome, Jack Ormsford.
King of Tyrsis?
I wish to thank you for bringing peace between the Trolls and my people. It would have been a bloody and meaningless war. I also owe you the life of my youngest son, Ain. Your name is honored in Arbelon, Jack Omsford.
Yeah, what happened with the trolls?
The trolls returned to their homeland to prepare an attack on the Warlock Lord. They even agreed to coordinate their attack with our armies. I think the elves and trolls will be allies for a long time to come.
Ah, good. Did you know that Davio died, though, but with great honor?
I mourn the loss of the gentle scholar Davio. He was valiant, and his deeds will be written into the history books that he so loved.
Ah, what will you do now, then?
I will return to my sons in Arbelon, and hopefully we may enjoy the peace that you have given us for many years.
Funny question, why the fuck you here?
I came to meet with Valinor and discuss the war against Brona when word came that the Warlock Lord was defeated. My scouts accompanied Alanon, you and your friends, back to Tircis while you were unconscious.
Righto, righto.
So, how did you enjoy your adventure, Jack?
Oh, bloody hell, it's Shay. Father, what are you doing here?
Valinor sent word of what happened to you, and so I came to Tircis as quickly as I could to be sure you were all right.
I think that's enough adventures for right now.
Enough to last a lifetime, I hope. May the Sword of Shannara never be needed again.
Jack, now is the time to place the Sword of Shannara back into its vault.
Righto.
Once more, the Sword of Shannara stands as a symbol of freedom. As the inscription upon the vault says, herein lies the heart and soul of the nations. Their right to be free men. Their desire to live in peace. Their courage to seek out truth. Herein lies the Sword of Shannara.
Alright. We wish the Sheller could be here. It seems somehow unfair that one so beautiful and full of life should have died so we could complete our quest. We had to stand before her father to tell him the sad news as well, so I imagine that that was awkward. No longer are we the boy who left home rather than face an argument with his father. From our first meeting with Alanon when we stood at the beginning of this journey, alone, we've grown to become a leader of men and are hailed everywhere as a hero. But we've also learned of the terrible sacrifices that a hero must make. Brona's evil is vanquished from the land forever. The Odatch is pissed off, and though no one can guess where its evil may surface again. No one can guess when it will come back, basically. So, the journey has been long and perilous. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, I'm reading stupid. The journey has been long and perilous, but now we are home in Shady Vale at last. We passed Stemman's book into Alan's keeping and vow never to use our father's elf stones or to be tempted by the power of magic again. In time, the peaceful life in Shady Vale eases some of our pain, although you never again return to the innocent boy that I once was. The end. So, I have PTSD from the events of this game, basically, is the ending. Great. Game over. What now? Quit, I guess. Yeah, there you go. That was Shannara, or Shannara, however you pronounce it. I thought there'd be like credits, but no. It's literally just like, the end. Go on, get on with your day. What will you do now, other than Shannara? The game basically said to me. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with a new game to play, but not tonight. I'm gonna end the stream soon, but I'll reminisce slightly on Shannara before I do and finish off my Citra So yeah, I think Shannara, it's a good game, but it is a bit rough around the edges, is something I would comment. It's a touch rough around the edges, but I do remember it quite vividly as a kid. So the nostalgia really, helped me and stuff with that. So do recommend it if you like adventure games. Although if you've watched all of these through on my ones, probably not much point because you'll know how to do all the puzzles. But it's still good fun. It's a good story though. But I think I don't recall them ever making any other Shannara games, to be honest. I don't know what the hell else they've done with the franchise, other than I do know there was a series they made, but apparently it wasn't very well received. But there is a movie in the works to adapt, I think the Elf Stones of Shannara is something, don't know who's behind it. It might be Sony, but I do know that they're looking to adapt one of the films into a big blockbuster movie. So that would be exciting to look out for, particularly if you're a fan of like Lord of the Rings and things. Because I love the Lord of the Rings movies. So anything, of the same vein, like Shannara, I think I'll definitely be keen to watch that. But yeah, I think that'll do it. I will cut the stream here. Exit. And I will be back tomorrow once I've come up with another game to play. Because I got some time to kill before Father's Day, when I'll finally be gifted the new Zelda, and I think I'll be pretty busy with the new Zelda for some time. But I'll play something else until then, because it's quite some time away. I think Resident Evil 3, I think I might try that. But we'll have a look. Something on PlayStation, I think will be my next go-to. Maybe, yeah, I think so. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, hope you've enjoyed this Shannara series. Kind of a shorter series, which is nice. It's nice to go into something smaller after a big ass game like Hogwarts Legacy. And I'll do something not too big as well next. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next stream. Till then, have a good rest of your day or evening, and take care of yourself. Bye for now.